Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Swipe and See, a live book launch event. And I have my special guest, Robi Nickoli.
Hey, how you doing?
All the homie G fries and
Yes.
guys and girls, everybody.
Yes. It's all like super sexy. Hey.
Hey.
Thanks for
Got a
having
drink.
me.
Yes,
Oh,
of course.
Cheers
Yes.
to everyone.
Cheers.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I cheated.
Me too. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and kick this thing off, and I'll let you tell this story because I feel like you tell it best. So before we get into, so we've been knowing each other for what, like 5-6 years, I think.
I think we met in 14 or 15. I think
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was 15.
2015.
Yeah, so about
Yes.
5 years.
Yes.
So I'll let her tell the story of how we met.
So, everyone, I met Carlos and also John Patrick Adams at the same time. And we were at an event.
Yes.
I have to hold this. I'm sorry. So, we were at an event, and I was just, over at the vending table. At the time, I was with the after party, and I see these two guys eating the black box, the seafood, Irene's Kitchen's black
so
box.
good. Mm.
Was it good? Yes, it was. Because
And that was my first time having it too, because it was in such high demand back then.
yes, like everyone was waiting for us, and she showed up with the boxes, and everyone's like, yeah.
People
Yes, it looked like Black Friday back in the day.
It did.
Yes, Black Friday for the black bots. And so they were eating it. Y'all were like, and I was like, look at them eating that food. Like, they are enjoying it. I couldn't stop watching. So y'all know me. I had to go over there. And I was like, y'all show is hungry.
I forgot you did say that.
Yeah. I really did.
For real, seriously. I remember
I
that.
couldn't help it. It was so funny, and they laughed, and we've been laughing ever since.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Yes, that was a great day.
It was.
Yes, and you guys, we just like connected, and you guys told me about your books, and I told you guys about Christmas in July, and you were like, here's some books, and I was like, what? Like, what? Yeah, so anytime they call me, here I am.
Nice.
That's
nice.
right.
Oh,
Yes.
well, you mentioned Christmas in July, so can you tell people more about that, or what is Christmas in July? What does it entail?
Well, Christmas in July is an annual event that I have every year. This year was number 6, and we did it virtually. You and John were part. Y'all were the wise elves, yes.
Running around the house.
Yes. And so I just normally, pre-COVID, we would have a live event. We have a lot of local artists. Some come from out of town or out of state sometimes. And we get canned goods and toys, and then we donate them. And this year, I donated to Pleasant Grove Food Pantry, like always, in Nexus. And so I was able to raise some money online. And I delivered the toys. And a lot of times, the organizations don't even know. Like, I just show up. I have some toys for you.
Right?
Yeah. And the lady this year, she's like, oh my gosh, thank you. So I had like toys and some baby clothes because they help women, young women that are struggling with alcohol and drugs.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
So I thought that was a pretty good charity to donate to, or foundation, I should say. And so it's just really good, and I'll do it again next year. I don't know if we're going to do it virtual or if we're going to be able to do it. And Carlos, you attended the disco.
Yes, that's right.
Yep. I was there.
It was
I saw
fun.
you like 5 minutes.
Right.
I had to go.
I was there, but yeah,
That's
it was
another
in and
story
out. It was
another
quick, right? I did come.
Yes, you showed up with your disco wig. I was like, what?
That's right.
Now I love him even more. He dresses in costume. Yeah. So today we are celebrating another book. You pop out books like a mug. Like, oh my gosh. So today you have A Swipe in the Wrong Direction and Cataracts.
Yes.
How did you come up? Wait, first, the cataract. The picture of you online, like with the shadows and everything, like that's so funky. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
Like
Thank
really
you.
cool.
Thank you. I
yeah.
appreciate it. I'll get to later like who did the picture and the cover design, but that person really made it come to life.
Yeah.
They did it. So
I like it.
So yeah, it was just basically how I started those books was the Swipe in the Wrong Direction book was something I finished at the end of 2018. So Akila and I wrote a book called Only for One Night.
Right.
Akila Renee.
Hi,
And so,
Akila.
hey, what's up, Akila?
She's sweet.
Yes, she's really cool. And she called me like right before Christmas, 2018, and she was like, "Hey, do you want to do a book together?" So I was like, "Oh, cool, I'm down," because I had never collaborated with somebody like that to do a book together. But I had actually finished A Swipe in the Wrong Direction, and I just decided, okay, well, I'm going to push this book back. And while I was pushing it back, I heard a lot of questions about this one character named Mike from my Fortune Cookie series. So it's a trilogy with Fortune Cookie, No Cream in the Middle, and When the Cookie Crumbles. And people kept saying, well, what happened to Mike? Like, what did he do? Or, what happened? Did he end up getting a cookie? Like, what happened with that? So I kind of tweaked the story to address some of those questions. So I'm glad that I didn't put it out when I originally planned to. And then with the pandemic, it was just perfect timing because now online dating is much more of a reality than it was back then.
It really is. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, so just that's pretty much how they came about. The Cataracts book was something I wrote this year. I actually wrote majority of these poems in it over a 3-month span in 2020. So just quarantine, being at home on the weekends, that's what I was doing. I wasn't necessarily trying to put this book out so soon. Me doing a double release was a last minute idea because Cataracts is kind of like a celebration for the 10-year anniversary of my first book, Blurred Vision, which is also poetry. So I just decided, hey, well, why not, put them out today, put both of them out today, and just make it a celebration all year long.
Yes, it's awesome how you have alternate endings.
Oh, yes, that's true. Yeah, so for those that don't know, and thanks for bringing that up, Robi. So the alternate endings in A Swipe in the Wrong Direction, there's a swipe left version, and then there's a swipe right version. So the swipe left version is tragic. It has a tragic ending. The swipe right version is much more of a happy ending.
Oh, okay.
And so there's basically with the bundles, when you get them on my site, they're sold together. But when you get them, you can choose if you want the swipe left version, which includes Cataracts as well, or the swipe right version.
And what I thought was really cool when you were promoting your book is that you could text a number
Oh, yes.
to go left or right. And I was like, and then the dorky me, I'm like, wait, how does it work?
No, you good.
But I was like, I want to play this game.
Yeah.
That's like really cool because you normally see that like on a larger platform. You don't normally see it like
For
with
books,
people and like your local people.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's really cool. But you're always doing good stuff, Carlos. Like your book signings are awesome. Like I've seen you. You've never seen those pictures. Remember Half Price Bookstore?
No. I think you did send them to me.
Oh, did I send it? Okay. I'm like, you get them one day. That was years ago.
Use them as throwbacks. That's
yes.
cool.
And you had another book signing kind of like by the Design District in Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With the wine tasting. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
You came to that
Yeah,
one too.
I blew in. Let me get my book. Okay, gotta go. Bye. But I showed up.
That's right. You did.
Yes, there's a picture of us, and I'm like, I need to post that because it's really funny. Like, I'm like, being
I
stupid.
could have sent you that picture too. I forgot that we had that one.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's always a fun time with Carlos.
Yes. Always really cool time with Robi too.
Yes,
definitely.
we're always goofy, and he's always laughing at me, but I deserve it. No.
And laughing at me too, probably because
Yes.
I'm always saying something crazy. So
Yes, we
we're
have
both
fun.
Aquarians, so Aquarius power. You knew?
I so
You
knew
could
because
tell?
when I first met you, Robi, we were standing in the hallway. I don't know if you remember, we had too much to drink, but I called you out as an Aquarius.
Uh-oh.
And just
you thought I
now,
was, too?
yeah, I did.
Really?
When y'all were like, we have so much fun together, I was like, he's an Aquarius.
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody thinks I'm
I
like
love
really
it.
nice and innocent. I mean, I am nice, but
He is
she
nice.
knows that I'm not really.
Oh, I know you're kind.
Yes. The thing is, he's professional. So people confuse professional with being good.
Yeah, true.
I'm unprofessional. And they confuse that with being bad. I'm really good at being bad. No. But it's true, yes. So that's what it is. So when Carlos does call me, it's like, come on, Robi. I'm like, you want me to come?
Yes, of course.
Okay. You know I'm crazy, Carlos. He's like, yes, I know. Come on, Robi. I'm like, okay, here I come. I'm just saying, okay. So a swipe in the wrong direction.
Yes.
This is the book.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to know, have you ever tried online dating?
I have not. I know people that have, and I know people that have actually gotten married through online dating. I have friends that have, family that have. Some of them are still married to this day. But I just can't. I like meetings that are more organic, I guess. You can meet somebody at the gas station. I mean, it could be anywhere. Of course, it's harder to do now, I think.
Oh, yeah, it is.
But I just feel like there's so many facades and walls that you have to break down with online dating. And of course, you had that in real life too. But I feel like there's more of a front with online dating. I could be wrong because I've never tried it, but that's how I feel that it would be.
Do you think you'll try it this year?
I don't know. I had to ask around to get some context for this book because I had never tried it. So I was asking folks like, all right, what do you do? Or, what happens if they do this or they do that? So I got, some good context, but I don't see myself trying it this year, but
You never know.
I didn't see 2020 going the way it went either. So
No one saw
maybe I will.
2020. Like when 2020 was coming, I was like, I know my motto. Like early 2019, I was like, my motto for 2020 is I can see clearly now.
Yes.
And
That was
you
mine, too.
know, the guy that sang that died. Did you know
sure
he
did,
did?
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was like,
Yep.
no.
I know, right?
Yes. and so I'm going, I'm not even going to mention next year. I'm not saying what next year is.
You don't want to
We
talk about it.
Yeah. We're here. We made it. That's what I've been like. We made it. Happy
Yes,
New
we are
Year.
here.
We made
Happy New
it.
Year, right.
Yes. Like it was a tragic year.
Yeah,
But
it was.
we are resilient and we will get through it.
That's right.
That's right. That's what I said because I did freak out. Like, did you freak out during
This
COVID?
year. Yeah, I did. Well, the funny thing is, I'm kind of an introvert by nature. Like I like having fun and going out and stuff like that, but I had to have like my personal time to kind of recharge. And there were some points where it's like, all right, I've had enough me time. I'm ready to get out the house. And you couldn't go anywhere because it's just, it was too dangerous to. I mean, I have friends that have traveled and things like that. I'm not that comfortable with it yet. Now, if I can go in my car, I'm good. But as far as like getting on planes and stuff, I'm just not there yet.
Right. I'm not ready to get on a plane, but my son, he just went to Chicago.
Really?
And I'm like, be careful.
Right.
Be safe.
Like, calm down when you get there.
Yeah, I did. I
Put
was
on your
like,
mask.
let me know. And sorry to call you out, but he missed his flight, so he had to take Greyhound back. But then once he reached Plano, he's like, I've had enough of the bus because he's never traveled Greyhound.
Oh,
so he got off.
for
Yeah,
him.
he looked up where is the nearest DART station, and he rode DART the rest of the way home. He's like, I can't take it because he said a lady had a seizure on the bus, and her heart stopped. But they got her, and they took her to the hospital, and he said, I looked it up, what to do when someone has a seizure, and he's like, I was yelling, put a wallet in her mouth, don't touch her. And I was like,
Wait,
okay.
put a wallet in her mouth.
A wallet in her mouth because she's having a seizure.
Oh,
See,
okay.
I didn't know
I've
that.
Never heard that.
Neither have I.
I think I've heard of what is it, sugar, salt, or I feel like I've heard one of those, but I've never heard of.
Yeah.
But I can see how that would work.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
Wow.
you mentioned sugar. One good fact about sugar. I've gone until so ADD. I'm sorry.
Are you good? Oh, wait, before you hold that thought, I do have a question for you too. So well, I know you're married, but did you ever try online dating before you were married? Or is it something that you would have ever considered?
I've met people online, but it wasn't necessarily a dating site.
Gotcha.
So I wouldn't
Okay.
say that was online dating.
Okay.
But I do know 2 people that have done online dating, and one recently, like they hit it off, and
Really?
they're in Mexico right now, unless they're back already. I can't remember
nice.
what day
Okay.
they're coming back, and it's been maybe 3-4 months, maybe 5 months.
Really?
And they hit it off. Everything's well. And then I have another friend. She did online dating, and she would say she would meet guys, but then it would never go further than a phone conversation.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like hit or miss, I guess.
Right.
I don't know. So it just depends, But my friend who did, I guess, found love on online dating, she said she dated, like she went out with a couple of people and just to weed them out, and she and the guy she's with, they clicked, and so they're together. I think they're gonna get married, even though it's too early to tell. I still
But just
think
that
they will.
chemistry, it feels like they
I feel like they even look like it. Like they just look married. Like they look like they're
Yeah,
supposed
some
to be
people,
together.
Yeah, you can just look at them and tell, like,
Yeah,
okay,
like,
y'all need to
they're
be together
yeah,
for life.
Yeah. Stay together.
Right.
Don't waste your time doing anything
Right.
else. Yes.
I didn't mean to throw you off. I just
Oh,
thought
no,
about that,
it's
and I was like,
okay.
let me ask.
Oh, no, it's good. But I was going to say about the sugar. If you're ever bleeding, if you pour sugar on the wound where you're bleeding, it will stop the bleeding. So just in case y'all need to know that, because I was eating pizza one day, and then I was laughing so hard that I bit my tongue, and it would not stop bleeding. So we went to CVS, and the pharmacist said, put some sugar on your tongue. So I was like, my tongue won't stop bleeding,
Right.
So she's like, put sugar on your tongue. I was like, sugar? She's like, yeah. So I grabbed sugar, and it stopped. And I was like, wow, yeah.
actually
So it really works. So you guys just,
Sugar on your tongue.
wallet in the mouth for a seizure, sugar on the wound for bleeding.
That's right.
Yes.
Giving out health tips too.
We're doing it all. Okay. So, Carlos, what is a major no-no when dating?
How much time we got? No, I'm just kidding.
You only get three things.
3 things. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I don't like when a woman tells me like you're going to do such and such, especially if it's like really early in the relationship. I don't really care for that too much. And it's like, oh, you're going to do an example. This was maybe a couple years, I think, before I dated my ex-wife. But this chick was like, oh, yeah, we're going to be together. And we were only dating for like 2 weeks. And it was going really well. But in my head, I was like, we're not going to ever be together because you said we're going to be together. And, Aquarians, we don't like,
No.
you're not going to tell me what I'm,
Yeah.
no, you're not. But
No,
anyway.
only we
so-
run stuff.
Yes. So I didn't like that. I don't like, there's so many things. I mean, somebody who doesn't have a good sense of humor, because I like to laugh. So,
yes.
you know, everything can't be like
So
really
serious.
Yeah, it's like
And rigid.
right.
It's
Yeah.
like, please.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Like, is there anything funny or anything?
Yes.
And I guess kind of a close cousin to that is people that have something negative going on like all the time.
Oh yeah.
And I get, you know, sometimes life is hard, and I get people have periods, like maybe you might have like a few months, or some people even have
I
hard
thought you
years.
meant women like, yep, like that. Yeah, that'll do it. My bad.
No, but I mean, I just don't like when women do that. Like, if it's just something negative, like every time you talk to them. So people that are just like an energy suck, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Can't do that.
No, we can't do that. No. I would, not that I'm out dating, but I would just say in general, like, don't lie. Like,
That's a big one. Yeah.
like, if you're a freak, say you're a freak. Say,
Right off the bat.
hey, I mean, seriously,
True. Just be
you will
honest.
save so much time
Yeah.
by just saying, this is what I want. Say what you want. It's what I did with my husband. I told him, this is how I am. This is what I do.
Yeah.
If you can deal with it, we can be together. If you can't, let's not waste time. He was like, okay, crazy. We can do
Hey,
this.
right.
Yeah.
And don't try to change the person too. I think sometimes that's where people go wrong. Like, you tell them what you want and what you like, and they hear it, but then they really don't hear it because they're trying to change you or mold you into who they want you to be.
Right. And it's like, if you wanted that person, you need to go find that person, because I'm not that person. Like, I'm telling you straight up.
Yeah.
I told another guy before I met my husband, we were just looking at it like maybe we should go out or something. But I told him the same thing I told my husband, and he was like, yeah, I can't deal with that. And I said, well, that's good. I was like, look how much time we save. And he's like, wow, like he really thought, that's interesting that you said that.
Right.
Because I learned by that time in my life, I'm not going through all this bull stuff anymore, because
that's true.
yeah, it's easier that way. So I would just say, be upfront, don't lie, which is kind of the same thing, and enjoy, like, or what we said, no-nos. What's a no-no? Like, you kind of hit it, like, don't be negative. Like, have some fun.
Yeah.
Even in these times right now, you can still have fun and have some laughter. You need it, or you'll go insane.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. Find your pleasure and
Right.
do that. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Just saying. Yes. So when you swipe left, that means no. When you swipe right, that means yes.
Yes.
So what are some good things about online dating? Do you think, even though you and I have never, but what do you think would be some good things?
I guess to me, one thing that would be kind of exciting is getting a chance to, meet different women, and it's like, okay, well, you kind of get to maybe discuss hobbies or find like several people at once that you have something in common with. Not necessarily like physically going out on dates with them, but I think it'd just be a cool way to maybe even have friends, like even if y'all don't hit it off, like in the dating sense.
Yeah.
So that could be a positive. Something fun, like, promoting yourself, just getting yourself out there. I think some people, it's not necessarily a problem I have, but I think some people, when dating, they feel so shy. So I could see how online dating could kind of break down some of that shyness, because it's like you're getting to talk, I guess, virtually, or whatever you want to call it, before you actually meet that person. And get a chance to interact with them. So I think that could be an advantage. And then too, just seeing, I think it would be easier to weed out what you like and don't like in a virtual or online dating session, because my patience is real short. So I know for me, like, if it was something that was said like in an exchange, especially in the beginning stages, and if it was 2 or 3 things said that I thought, it's kind of weird, then I would know, all right, swipe left, or should have swiped left.
That's kind of I mean, I understand the swipe left, swipe right, and I forgot what app is that Tinder where you go left or right?
Yeah, I don't know if all of them had the same mechanism. But generally, from what I've heard, the left is usually like you're a no, and then right is like I want to keep you.
Okay, because sometimes that's the tricky thing, because sometimes you may not be physically attracted to that person right away.
Yeah, that's true.
And you won't get to know that person, and then you can be, because I kind of feel like if you're gonna date someone, you should like their personality as well as their looks. And a lot of people are like, I refuse to settle, but I have told some girls, hey, you can have an attractive dude, but he's a butt face. And then
Right.
if you, and if something happens and he's injured or anything, now you're just stuck with a butt face. At least you could have a nice person. Yes. And, maybe he's not all that what you expect, but I would prefer to have a good man over a hot man. Well, my husband's hot to me, so I mean, I am attracted. It sounds like I'm not, but we're not talking about him. I'm talking about in general. Yeah. So, because some people are like, they've asked me, do you really like him? Like, yeah, duh.
Like, of course,
I wouldn't be
married,
with him.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good point, because I think, and I don't know if you're the same way, but I know with my personality, like I can really, really be into you. But and be into you physically, but if you do something that's just sets me off or makes me like not want to talk to you, then I start noticing like all these physical things, like, well, she's not all that pretty, or like, you start noticing all these different flaws. So it changed. You're right, because the personality even changes the way you look at the person physically.
It does. Yes, you can be so beautiful, but if you're you
just
can
ugly.
look all of a sudden you're
Right.
like you said, well, so yeah, I feel that way. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes. So I see y'all doing Sam, like, no.
No, you're good.
Okay. So we want to shout out to Shannon Rose with Element Rose.
Yes,
right?
That's right. So Shannon is responsible for designing the book cover for Swiping the Wrong Direction. So she really, really came with it. I'm kind of all over the place with my book concepts. Like, I come up with the concept, but sometimes it's hard to relay that to the designer. And some designers just get it and some don't. I can't really explain like how it works, but typically I like to use a different person with each book. I've only used one designer twice, but with all my books, they all have different cover designers. It just goes to show like the power of connections, because how I met Shannon was one of my friends that I went to school with. She told me about this speaking engagement that I got a chance to speak at. Met a guy that was there who actually did the swipe videos that I did, like the dating videos. That's Desmond. So he did that, and Media Sensei and Jasmine Joy. So shout out to them too. So they did the videos, and basically through Desmond is how I met Shannon. And so I told her back in 2018, I think it was, I was like, hey, I have this book, and I was like, I'm not sure when I'm going to put it out, but I want you to do the cover, because I had seen her work, and I was like, I think she can really bring this to life. And so she was down. And actually, to be honest, a lot of people don't know this, but she's really kind of responsible for the title of the book too, because it was originally called One Wrong Swipe. And so she was kind of like, well, maybe you should add like a few more words, or maybe like swipe this direction or something like that. And so she kind of helped me come up with like a swipe in the wrong direction. So she's
That's
really
good.
dope.
Yes.
So check out Element Rose. She has some really awesome artwork and paintings and things. And I love the way this book cover came out too. So she did a dope job on that. Yeah.
That's what I like about you, Carlos. Like, you're a man that is not afraid to work with women, because a lot of men are like, I don't know about that, you know. But like, as long as I've known you, like when I met you, you're at an event that a woman was holding. You know, you've done stuff with me, and you have you've co-written books with women, and now you have them designing. So I think that's really cool, because, like I said, a lot of guys are like, a woman.
That's crazy to me.
You're just a woman.
Your talent is talent to me, regardless of the sex. Like, if you have talent or you have creativity, that doesn't. It's not. But and it really, to be honest, not even to sound sexist, but I think a lot of times women are more detail oriented. So for something like a book cover, oftentimes it can work easier with a woman, because they're gonna notice like the little fine details, like with the shadowing, and like even for this book, I kicked over a few font suggestions to Shannon, and she was like, she's like, I don't really think that's like modern enough. So I let her run with it. I was like, all right, so just let me know what you come up with. And you know, she came back with the cover, you know, the font, how it looks now, and I loved it. But I think sometimes when you don't let people be creative, then you kind of get the short end of the stick too, because you're not getting the best product.
Yeah, I have. I try not to have issues with creative control. Like,
oh no, me too. It's hard.
It's really hard. But then, you know, that's why we're paying those people to do it.
True.
Like the Geico commercial. You're paying them. You're
right,
not assisting them. It's like, oh yeah, no, that's what you hired them to do the job. Yes, but we just have to say something. I think that's a creative thing, right?
Maybe I think so too. Just you have to have some kind of control.
Yeah. I'll say, well, I need this, and this, and you can do the rest.
Right. Just make it fit in this box or these things, and then kind of have your way. Yes.
So, so I like that, a swipe in the wrong direction.
Yes.
Like, that does flow good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shout out.
Or thank you, Shannon.
Yeah,
you
shout out,
me.
Shannon.
Right.
Yes. Where is she located, in Dallas?
Yeah, she is. She's local. Yeah. So, and the funny thing is, before I even met her, I had this hunch when I was just looking through her artwork. I was like, I think, you know, she's going to be the one. And it just hits me. Like, when I want people to do book covers, it's like, I'll look. It's actually a book I'm writing now, which we'll kind of get to that later. But
another book.
Yeah. But I'm taking a break this year. I'm focusing on these two books, so it won't be out this year. But I've just secured the cover designer for that book, and just from looking through Instagram. And so I reached out and I was like, hey, I like your work, and, you know, would you be willing to do it? And he was like, yeah, you know, let's make it happen. So, but yeah, it was really great working with Shannon, because she understands concepts. And like I said, some people have a good working chemistry and they just get it, you know. I've worked with some really great videographers and designers, and I won't call any names because that just wouldn't be right, but the end product was not good, because we couldn't have a meeting of the minds. They couldn't really understand what I was saying, and I couldn't understand their vision. So I think that chemistry is really important.
Oh yeah, it is. It really is. Yes, kind of like dating.
Yes, that's right. Yes, you gotta have chemistry for that, for sure.
You have to, like, or it's not gonna work. Like oil and water.
That's right.
Like, okay, so speaking of chemistry, and we just said it, but this question just popped in my head. If this girl was just like, gosh, she's so darn fine, even if she was ticking you off, she's still so fine, would you stay with her?
That's a good question. Maybe for that week. No, I'm just playing. But I might give a pass. You know, maybe a couple more passes than normal. But ultimately, no. Because I really, to be honest, I'm not of course, I like the visual. I mean, and you want to be with somebody that you're attracted to, but I've never been that type of guy to just only go for the physical. It would be, like I said, maybe that would push out the process of the breakup a little bit longer, but eventually I don't think we'd be together.
You have 2 more days with me, girl.
Right, that's it. Maybe 3. No.
Yeah. We're about to have some fun, and then you got to go.
Right. Yes.
Yes. So you have some T-shirts.
Yes, I do. Yeah. So the T-shirts. Now it may be kind of hard to see exactly what this exchange is on the screen, but basically, it's a male and a female version of the T-shirt, and so I just randomly thought of this idea, and shout out to Divine Personalities, Corey Wilson. He's a designer for these T-shirts, and so he turned it around like super fast. So another good example of like working with somebody with good chemistry, and they get your ideas and everything. And so he kind of came up with the idea of the making the emojis and the conversation and all that. So basically, on the male T-shirt, there's a text exchange that's initiated from the guy, and then on the female T-shirt, there's a text exchange that's initiated from the female, and then it basically ends with the guy and the girl giving 5 qualities of why that person should pick them.
I know the qualities.
Yes.
So for the girl, it's beauty, intelligent, sexy, ambitious, and independent.
Yes.
With 3 hearts. The guy, sexy, intelligent, swag, not crazy, and financially stable, with 3 hearts.
Yes.
So, how important is it for a woman to be ambitious?
For me, it's very important. And ambition to me doesn't have to be corporate. I think a lot of times people confuse that. To be honest, I have to work, so I have my job, and I am ambitious when it comes to my job. But at the same time, my ambition is stronger with things like this, like my writing, publishing, helping other authors, things like that. So you have to be ambitious about something to be with me. I mean, that's just like that. I guess if we were to go back to that,
you had that old man laugh. That old school old man.
Yeah. That's how I feel. That's how strongly I feel about it. It just will not work if you're not ambitious about something. So, like I said, it could be underwater basket weaving, but hey, you need to be ambitious about that.
That's interesting. I'd like to see that.
Right, me too.
Look on my Twitter page and see a lady walking underwater.
Really?
Yes.
Like for real?
Yes.
Oh.
She's like walking upside down or doing something. It was really odd.
Okay, I'm going to check
You
that
have
out
to look
after
on my
this.
Twitter page. I was like, what the heck is going on right here? It was really strange. She's in, I think she's in Europe.
Really?
Yes. It's really cool.
Oh,
No.
nice.
They were really doing that? How did the lawnmower... Or that,
Right,
that
that's
was
what I
not
was wondering,
electric.
too. Like, how
is
did that
it?
happen?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, and how important is it for the woman to be independent?
That's pretty important too. Like, I had this thing. So in case y'all have not checked it out, I say this all the time. Probably sounds like a broken record, but on the Brown Liquor and Cigars podcast.
Hey.
So make sure y'all check us out on that. I'm on there with John Patrick Adams as well. But I always say this. I've said it probably on 5 different episodes. And my personality is you get more when you don't ask for it. So if somebody is constantly telling me, oh, I need you to do this, or I want you to do this, or how about if we do this, or just always initiating everything, then that makes me withdraw. Or maybe not withdraw, but I wouldn't give as much, versus if you don't say it, then I feel like, okay, well, I'll give you so much more because you didn't even ask me for anything. So I would say, independence is definitely attractive. Of course, everybody, I think, needs help from time to time. So not so independent where like, oh, I don't need help at all. But, you need to be able to like hold your own, or be, or try to, I should say. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's important.
And that's what I was going to ask you. Like, if someone is just too independent, like
then that's a turn off too.
A big turn off. See, because I know it seems like, as time goes on, a lot of women are like, I don't need a man for that.
Yeah.
Like to hold things down or whatever. And I just thought, I was talking to my dad yesterday, y'all, and he said that, oh my gosh, okay, it's just so funny. He told me that if a woman is controlling everying, the man turns into a bitch. That's what.
Oh, yes, words of wisdom from Daddy.
And he even said,
don't turn your man into a bitch.
And my dad's old school
that can be
country.
true though, because if and depending on the guy, if he's going along with it, then
that is what he said, and he goes, excuse my French. He acts like I'm not almost 50, but he's like, excuse my French, but he'll be a bitch. And I was like, I laughed. I was laughing hard like you were like.
That's funny, but it's true though. I think that's a good point. And it's I'm the kind of person, like, I've had this problem in every single chick that I've dated, marriage, whatever. Like, because my personality is so calm, then buttons have to be pushed to see that other side of me. And I always say, like, hey, if I don't like something, I'm just not going to do it. Or if I don't agree, I'm not an argumentative person. I just say what I have to say and I'm pretty much done with it. But I have heard that my attitude is kind of nonchalant. And it's not like I don't care, but just certain things I'm just not going to argue or go back and forth about. So because of that, I've had a lot of situations where I'm tested, and then if I blow up, then it's like, hey, I told you I warned you.
I tried to tell you.
I'm proving that I'm not no, I'm just playing.
It's true though. Like, so back in my dating days, I was dating a guy. He was like, so I was like, do you get mad? Let me see if I can piss you off. And I did it. It was dumb. And he got really mad, and he's like, don't do that anymore. And I was like, I just wanted to see your level.
Right. Let's see how far I can go.
Yeah. He's like, don't do it. I was like, got you. Like, I just need to know.
Yes.
Like,
it's like that. I don't know if you saw this video. I saw this recently. I don't know if I hope it's some kind of CGI thing and it's not real, but it's this chick that's she's laying down over this waterfall, and I just saw this recently, I think like on Twitter, and she's got her hand like, okay, this is the waterfall, the cliff, like right here, and it's like 20,000 feet, something crazy, like way up high, and she's like playing up. I'm like, all right, you gonna make one wrong reach and you gonna be
don't do it.
Yeah. So I feel like, I've always been in relationships with, or not relationships with women like that, but I've had a lot of situations like that in relationships where I feel like they're the one on that waterfall. Like, let me see if I can touch this rock down. It's like,
no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just let it go, Norbit.
Yeah.
And be good and be. And now it's like, to me, like, I mean, people are gonna argue and have dramatic relationships, but come on, y'all. Let's not be dramatic anymore.
Exactly.
Like, You
don't have to do that.
They're
with everything.
so, like, I understand you're going to have to argue. You're going to have to get your point across. You're going to have to do all of that. But we need to, like, get happy. The world can be a better place. That's just
Yes.
I'm always like, peace, man.
Yeah, that's me too. Yeah, I'll just leave and just be like, all right. No.
It's
Yeah.
true. Like, no one, you know, when you're in your 20s, maybe you're like,
Yeah, it's kind of cute then.
yeah. It's like, okay. And then their 30s, a little, but it's like, okay, chill.
Right.
We don't need to do that.
Yeah.
You know, even though
It's
it
like, it's
happened.
cool,
But,
yeah.
and then definitely in your 40s. Come on.
I'm done. Yeah.
50s. What the hell are y'all doing?
Right. You shouldn't even be arguing. It should
Yeah,
be just like, come on.
yeah.
Right.
No. It's not hard because if someone makes you so angry, why be with them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I have another like saying or something I always say, like, if you give me a headache, if it's 7 days in a week and you give me a headache 4 of those 7, that's too much.
It's too much.
That means basically you're giving me a headache majority of the time.
Right.
So I'll give you 1 week, 2 weeks of doing that, 3, maybe 4. If you're really cute, maybe 6. And after that, it's like, all right, this needs to end. Yeah.
I told my boys growing up, it would be over toys or silly things, but I wanted this to get in their head. If it makes you cry, you don't need it. Like, I would tell them that.
That's true.
And so as they got older, they're
They
aware.
listen to
I'm
that.
like, if it makes you cry, you don't need it. I mean, you don't.
Yeah.
Like, why do you want to cry? You know, tears of joy maybe, but,
Right, but
not
not
sadness.
pain or sad-
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, we don't have time for that.
Yeah.
I look like a blowfish and stuff when I cry. Like,
We don't want that.
as a man, do you cry?
Yeah, I have definitely before. The last time I remember crying was maybe when my grandfather passed, I think, and that was last year.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, thank you. But I feel like he's in a better place now.
Oh,
I think that was I think that was the last. I'm also kind of one of those people too, though. Like, if I get, this has only happened to me like maybe 3 or 4 times in life. But have you ever been so mad where you just start crying?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and
I'm one of those people.
Woo! if we are arguing, this is a PSA free to anybody. If we're arguing and I start crying, like, you might want to run because we're about to end up on snaps. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be pretty.
Snaps,
So
men's edition.
if you don't know what Snapped is, then Google it or watch it. It's about people that go crazy. So
Generally women, but that's why I
Yeah,
said
they have some few
men's
guys
edition.
on there too.
Oh, have they had?
Yeah.
I've only seen women. Oh, okay.
yeah, they have some dudes on there too that snap. So
Because the dudes, they
I will be on
snap.
that episode.
I don't know who snaps worse. I guess crazy is
Yeah, I guess
crazy.
it depends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Depends on what it is. Like,
Right.
you lost it, right?
Right.
Yeah, I have cried because crying is better than going to jail.
It is.
It is.
It's free. Doesn't cost anything.
Yes.
Hey.
Just like that one tear.
Yeah. Like, don't make me do it.
So, okay, so you want to talk about cataracts now?
Before we get into that, we'll take a little small break. But before
okay.
we go into the break, though, I did want to mention somebody, and I'm so sorry that I missed this person. But so Divine Personalities designed the T-shirts, but Lee Boswick printed them. So if you do not know Lee, actually her business is called J. Allen Lee. Make sure you check that out. She makes purses. She makes like messenger bags. I have one of her bags. She's amazing. She makes like really cool stuff. So
What's the name again of her company?
it's J. Allen Lee. So it's JALLEN, and then Lee is LEIGH. So yeah, check her out. She makes wallets, earrings, like all kind of stuff. And she's printed a lot of shirts for me. So hey, you may be calling her, right?
You see? Oh, because I am shopping for purses right now.
Nice.
I bought one, but I think I need like 3 more.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she's your woman to call. She would definitely hook you up. Yeah, she has some great stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. So she printed the shirts, and then before we go to break, I want to do a quick giveaway. So for the first female and the first male to order tonight the bundles for Swiping the Wrong Direction and Cataracts, to order those on my site, you will get a free t-shirt with your order. So the first guy and the first girl to do that, you will get a free shirt. And my site is it's on all my social media platforms, and it's in the posts and stuff, but I'll say it again here. It's poeticexpressions.com/shop. So Poetic is spelled kind of funny. So for those who don't know, I get questions about this all the time. It's part of my last name and then the O sound. So it's P-E-A-U-X-E-T-I-C. Again, that's P-E-A-U-X-E-T-I-C. And then expressions, all is one word, .com/shop. So you go there, get your books, and you will get these new shirts that I have. Again, you'll get a free shirt with your book purchase. So make sure to get those, and we'll be right back in a couple minutes. All right, and we are back. So I know I said like a couple minutes break, but yeah, it was like 40 seconds. But but hopefully you all enjoyed the video. That's a video put together just like a promo thing for Cataracts. So so now we'll talk about the Cataracts book.
Yes. So the book cover, there it is. That's what I like. It's really cool.
Thank you.
Like how the eye looks, and it definitely looks like a suspense mystery or something, like Cataracts.
Yes.
Yes. So what inspired you to write this book?
So for this book, it was, and I will mention to Chris Booth, or Photo Booth, is the person that designed. Actually, he did both. He did the photography and he designed the cover. So another great example of working with somebody with great chemistry. He's done several photo shoots for me in the past. And so I called him and I was like, hey, I got this idea. And he had another picture that kind of looked similar to what I wanted done that he did for somebody else's shoot. And I was like, I kind of want something like this, but like, it looks like the sun is opening with the blinds on my face. It was some crazy stuff I told him, but he nailed it. It was like exactly, what I was envisioning. So make sure y'all check him out for any of your photography needs, design needs. He does videography as well. So make sure to check him out. And another photographer I want to shout out to, I did a series of photos that kind of were promotional for Swiping the Wrong Direction, and that's Corte Ishman. He did those photos. So it looks, the ones where I'm kind of like outside, looks like by this little UFO looking thing. He took those pictures.
Why don't I remember that picture? I normally see you always take really good pictures.
Oh, thank you.
All the ladies are like, who is that?
Every time I'm always like, what? No, they can't.
It's true, Carlos. Like, ring, text, who is that? Who is that? I'm like, that's Carlos.
Well, thank you, whoever said that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I at one point, when you were on my show before, I would send them messages. He's going to be on this show to make them watch. I did. I would say. I'm like, that's whatever hilarious. Gets people to watch.
Hey, right. Get them on there. Right.
Hey. So yeah. I like that. I meant to say it earlier. Lee Bostwick. That that just has a good ring to
Yeah,
it.
I know, right?
I
It
like
sounds like
that.
something like 007 -ish
Something,
or something.
yeah, like it's really cool. And
Yeah.
then Chris Booth, and you said photo booth.
Yeah, so his real name is Chris Booth, but he goes by Mr. Photo Booth too, like on social media. So he's he's amazing photographer. He did my pictures for No Cream in the Middle. That was my first time working with him.
Oh, he's the
Yeah,
one
he did
that
those
did.
in the other pink sweater area. He did those, and he also did another photo shoot that I used for one of my books, Commission of Love. He did like the back cover photo for that. And I want to say it was one more shoot we did together too. He did the pictures for Akila and I.
Oh,
for
okay,
Only for One
okay.
Night. Yeah, he did those photos too. Yeah.
Only for one
Yes.
night. I know I'm not here to sing.
Yes.
No.
Hey, I love it. But yeah.
But that's so good. Yeah, I like how you use different ways to promote your stuff because, like I said, you do it like you're on a whole different level, and then you do the videos and the photo shoots. Like it's like really cool. like a celebrity. Like I'm like artists should be like that too. You know, I wouldn't be like you when I grew up.
No, that's you, Nate. No, you always doing creative and cool stuff.
Oh, thank you, but no, like you do it on a different level, and I love it. Like, no, seriously, it's like really like classy and stuff, you know. No. So, who is lady? Oh no! First,
Oh, yeah,
we're gonna do
could
the
that.
poems.
Yeah, or either way, it doesn't matter.
No, do the poems.
Okay, do that
That's
first.
me
Okay.
out of order. So
No, you good. So. all
my
right.
bad. Sorry.
So I don't know. Y'all will see me reading from the book because I don't. You might talk about me, but I don't know my poems by heart. Like I write them, and I might know pieces by heart, but I don't know the whole thing by heart. So the poems I'm gonna read tonight are kind of like from the pre-sales so far. These two are either like kind of favorites that I've heard, common favorites from people, or poems. Or one of them, the first one I'm gonna read is it's gotten a lot of questions like, who are you talking about in this poem? And so I'll tell y'all who I'm talking about.
I was like, are you
finish.
gonna tell us?
Yes, I will. So I'll read it first. Read this particular poem. And this first one is called Could You Call Me?
Call me.
No, right? Could you call me today? I know you're busy with the weight of the world placed strategically on your shoulders. It's not to let it fall and shatter to the ground. But I so desperately need you, your voice, at least. Since I'm not able to experience all that your aura is in person, it soothes me, it moves me, it comforts me like a warm quilted blanket in the dead of winter, gives me flowers to ponder for days to come and bloom in spring. I need you, if only for a minute. That will last me a day or two, a fix to settle my fiending desires, quench me, cool me, drench me in your wet, silky, sweet tone. This may be a request so far-fetched that your eyes may never see the letter. My mouth speaks to write the words that linger in the air as they travel across towns and bump the beds of those sleeping way over, well, you know the rest. I need you. I need you to call me. Could you? Would you? Please?
I'll call you. I'll call you.
So that poem, I've got a lot of DMs and messages, and people was like, "Who is that chick you talking about? Could you call me?" So believe it or not, this poem is about Jill Scott.
Oh,
Yep.
serious?
Yeah, and even the part about the bump in the beds, that's from one of her songs. So the reason why I wrote that poem is because, especially during the pandemic, I mean, I'm a huge Jill Scott fan, and I always love her voice, but beyond even her singing voice, I love her speaking voice. and she just started a podcast about a month ago, and I was like, oh, this is great, because I just can listen to her talk and say ABCs. It's just so soothing to me. So like I just that's where it came from. And with the pandemic, everything going on, I know a lot of people are dealing with anxiety. I never really had any anxiety issues, but I noticed myself even becoming more anxious in 2020, like at certain points, just from everything that was going on. And so listening to her talk or listening to her music, it always kind of like soothes me and calms me. So that's where that came from. It's about Jill Scott.
Hey, Jill Scott. Call
Do
Carlos.
you want some chicken wings? No.
Your face.
I always love saying that randomly. You're a real fan, you know what song that is. But yeah, so that's what that poem is about. And this next one that I'll read is called Justify My Love. And this one is, I'd say, it's probably a little more to the point. As far as you probably be able to tell what I'm talking about, but I'll still, explain it at the end.
Is this one dedicated to Madonna?
Oh, you know what? That's funny. I didn't think about that till you said it, but that's a hot song too. I like
yes,
this.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was like, Madonna,
Like,
maybe.
Hey, they could work that in too. This is that one. Ready, set, go. Tell me in 140 characters or less how I'm the best you've ever had. Better yet, I'll double my generosity instead. Fill my empty ego with your hollow promises, like a card box full of packing peanuts. My desperation is permeating through the bubble-wrapped Insta-Snap stories, protecting their existence from the outside elements and bludgeoning opinions. I like when we play the type of kissing games that today's millennials could only dream of. Double tap that and let's show how our relationship goals came to be. I need you to justify my love to you through your public validation of we for the mass majority of people who will casually scroll past our captured moments.
Oh,
So
kind of cocky.
Well, so that poem is about is like one of my biggest pet peeves. So I'm not in a relationship right now, but even when I was, I'm not one of those people that's always posting pictures together, and then it's like I hate the whole phrase relationship goals, because I don't look at nobody's relationship and say that's goals, because you don't know. I mean, it may look nice on the outside, but behind closed doors, every relationship has something bad or something that's not good. So I'm just not that kind of person to say, oh, this relationship goals. I'm that's not me. So that poem is basically about how it's almost like you, or some people think you have to prove your love for them through social media. Like, oh, it's not real unless you update your status on Facebook, or
And it's so fake.
Right. And then they look stupid when they post all these pictures, and then you break up. Or I've seen people, they break up and then they get back together, and then they start dogging each other out on social.
I just had a conversation like this like a week ago. You're like, F him and F her, and they did this and they put it all out.
Next week is my boo. I love you.
Yes, and it's like, why did you do that?
Right. Looks stupid.
Save it. Yes. Yeah. I almost feel like it's a curse.
Yeah, it is kind of
like the reality shows. Remember?
Yeah.
Everyone that had a reality show, their relationships became cursed.
Yeah,
And
they
it's
did. Like never last. Hardly.
Yeah. No, because everyone's all up in your business, and then that's when there's a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You can show some things. It's like, hey, we know we're together. Why?
Yeah. Why do you have
Yeah,
to do
that,
that?
and so I did feel the cockiness, and I'm like, that's kind of cocky. Yeah, like I don't need you to prove on social media. As a matter of fact, my husband told me, do not involve him on my social media.
Oh, really?
He was like, act like you're not married. He told me that when we started.
Really?
He did. He really did. And I was like, oh, he's like, I don't want to be involved in your shenanigans.
Shenanigans. But you know, I think that takes a strong type of guy to say that, because a lot of people that do, I mean, because you're involved like in a lot of creative things. You do a lot for the community, and a lot of guys would be intimidated, or they feel like, why did you put me in the picture, or why didn't you mention me for this or that? And then sometimes like the jealousy and stuff seeps in. So I think that's really commendable.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
and I'm same for him. Like
Yeah.
he can do it if he wants. I don't care. But a lot of times he doesn't put me on.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
Right.
Like,
Right.
because we know we're
You know
together.
you're together. Yeah.
I know he ain't going nowhere. or I'll stab him. No.
Right. Snaps. Oh,
Yeah,
she gonna be on there too. We'll both be on that double
Yeah.
episode back to back.
Aquarian
Snaps.
snap.
Aqua boogie. No.
Oh yeah.
Right. We'll both be on it.
Yes. Shout out Ninja Mike. Stab.
Yes.
Stab. Stab. Yes. So
yeah.
I like your poetry.
Thank you.
Like,
Thank you. I
y'all,
appreciate it.
Carlos did some poetry on a Christmas in
Oh,
July.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually that one of the poems, or the poem that I did there is in this book too.
Okay, that
Uh-huh.
one.
Yeah,
Okay, I knew
uh-huh,
it was
yeah.
sounding
Yeah, it's in
familiar.
there,
Yeah. That was fun. That was
Yes,
good.
I enjoyed
I'm
it.
like, you have to be on the staircase. I don't know why.
I was
thought
like,
it
hey,
would-
whatever, I'll do it.
Yes, and then the wise elves boogied up and disappeared.
Yes.
I was like, where did they go?
I was trying to round them up because they were all running around.
Yeah, we were having fun that
Yes.
day. And as a matter of fact, a lot of people love the part where you say Santa. The leprechaun,
yeah.
I mean, the elves are acting like leprechauns drinking eggnog.
Right.
A lot of people love that part.
I kept trying to think, okay, like don't mess it up, don't, because I kept getting
'Cause I keep
in my
messing-
head leprechaun and
And elves.
mixed
Yeah.
together. So I was like, all right, let me not mess this up.
Yes. So, and Uncle Tracy. Well, I know we're probably not going to have a parade again this year, but he normally shows up to the St. Patrick's Day parade dressed like an elf.
Really?
Yes, and he always says, "I fell into the wrong holiday." Oh,
That's
Uncle
hilarious.
Tracy, yes.
He was really cool too.
Yes, Aquarian,
Yes.
another one.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
So,
Cool people.
so now who is Raquel?
Oh, yes, Raquel. So, before we get into Raquel, I did want to mention too, I know we kind of touched on this, but this book, Cataracts, is, some people may see the title and they may think, oh, I've kind of heard him talking about some vision stuff before. So my first book is called Blurred Vision.
yeah.
It came out, in November of this year will be 10 years since the release.
Okay.
So my original plan was to write this book, and I thought it was going to take me much longer to stack up the poems to release it in November of this year coming up. But they were just pouring out because it only took me about maybe 3 months to write this book, and about 5 or 6 of the poems were previous poems I had written, but they're pretty much like all new poems. So wrote it over a 3-month span, and there you have it. I just figured I'll start the celebration early and just celebrate the 10 years all this year.
Oh no! I mean, we can draw a
Yes,
celebration
that's right.
out. Yes, I'll
Yeah,
draw
it out.
my birthday out for a month.
Hey,
Like,
I like that.
Hey.
Yeah, because we had the shortest month anyway, so you should.
Yes.
Yes.
What day is your birthday again?
The 4th.
The 4th. That's right. I'm like, we're right there
Yeah,
because I'm
like
the 3rd
right
and
next-
you're the
yeah,
4th.
right
Yes,
next
yes,
to
yes,
each
yes,
other.
yes.
Hey,
Party
that's
time.
right.
I don't know what's
Coming
going to
up.
happen this year.
I know. I was
'Cause-
hoping all this would be done by now.
I know.
But it looks like we're still
We're still here.
Maskville. for a while.
Massville. That's okay. That's okay. We made it
Yeah,
this
we did.
year, so
Yes.
we can't complain. We can't complain.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. But yes, like you mentioned, Raquel. So Raquel Wilson, also known as Ladies Super Sweet Treats.
Raquel.
I am doing a giveaway box. Actually, I think the box is right there. Yeah. So this goodie box
Ooh.
is yeah. This, let me tell you. So I got one of these before, actually one time when I was driving back to Houston, or from Houston to Dallas, and it's all kind of stuff in here. There's the flavored popcorn. There's like little mini pies. There's what is it? The praline brittle, the pecan praline brittle. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. It's great. So I dang near ate like half the box on my way back from Houston to Dallas. So I am doing another giveaway. So anybody who answers this question correctly can get this box. So the people, I will say this, the people who have read my novels, you're probably going to have a leg up over everybody else. But there is, and that's funny because Robi and I were talking last night. So she was like, "What color are you wearing?" And I was like, "Well, it's like a pink sweater." And at the time I was like, "I think it's cashmere." And then I read the tag today and it's like wool. But I was like, close enough. Cashmere, wool-ish. And so right. She was like, "Oh, that's perfect because you said you were wearing pink too." And we hadn't even talked about it, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. So
we coordinated.
Yeah, that's right. Rest in peace, Pops. John Witherspoon. Got to coordinate. But so in one of my novels, because I love Prince, I love his music, and one of the novels I don't know if you've heard the song. It wasn't really like a big hit, but the song called Pink Cashmere.
I know Pink
You know
Cashmere. Yes,
I love that song. So I actually worked that song into one of my novels. So I'll give you a hint. So it's of the trilogy series that I mentioned earlier. So the first person to tell me which novel that the Pink Cashmere reference is in will win this lovely goodie box. And hey, if nobody guesses it, I'll eat it myself. But if or I'll share it. I'll eat it here. But yeah, you can DM me the answer if you know it. You can text me the answer, however you get it. The first answer I get that's correct, you will win this treat box. And shout out again to Lady Super Sweet Treats for the donation. Make sure you check her out. She does like any type of dessert. She does catering, everything like that. So check her out. There's her logo there on the screen. She's on like Facebook, Instagram, all those. So you can check her out, place your orders. She's been like really busy like for the holidays because people have been ordering a lot of cakes and pies and all that good stuff.
Valentine's is coming up.
Yeah, that's true. Valentine's is coming up, so yeah, hit her up for those treats.
Chocolate.
For sure. Yes.
And champagne.
Yes, both of them together.
Yes, and we coordinated our champagne to our outfits.
That's right.
That's an Aquarian thing.
That's right. Yes, we were ready.
Cheers. I wonder who's going to win.
Yeah. Let's see. See if anybody has
anyone done it yet?
guessed so far. I got one.
Lot going on.
Yeah, I got one guess, but it's not that.
Try again.
Yeah, thanks for playing, but no, it's not. Dang, it's funny because
So
I don't want to
close.
give it away, but it's
Don't give it away.
Yeah, I haven't gotten the right guess yet, but I will keep checking as we continue here. And like I said, the first one that I see, any social media platform, whatever, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, text, whatever, if you send me the answer, then I will definitely, the correct answer, then I'll definitely get you this prize.
Oh, that is so awesome. Like, I want to peek in. Can I peek? Just let me peek. I won't touch it.
You want to peek? Oh,
see.
yes.
I just want to see what's in the box.
Boom. So, yeah. There's a lot of stuff in here. So I'll take one of the things out.
Yeah, take one of it.
So this is just one thing in this box. And this is like a packet. This is cookies just by itself. And there's like a lot of other stuff in here. Because when I pulled this out and all the other stuff shifted. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
They look delicious.
it's good.
I saw
So I
a
got
tiny
few.
pie,
Yep,
and I
some
saw
little pies,
popcorn.
yeah, popcorn, everything.
Oh, yum.
Yes, I know, right? I love praline too.
Delicious.
Yes.
Is that a sweet potato pie?
Yeah, little mini
Ooh.
sweet potato pies in there too. So,
Sweet potato pie.
yes.
I like that
yes.
song by Domino. Remember that
Hey,
song?
right.
Potato pie.
I remember that. Yep. Yes.
That's the jam right there. Now I'm gonna have to play it tonight.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Okay, so while we wait for the winner, I have a question.
Okay. Oh, and somebody
Oh, go
just
ahead.
asked me what the question was. So just in case you did not hear the question. So the question is, what book did I mention the song Pink Cashmere? So not a reference like of a pink cashmere sweater, even though that's kind of sort of in there too. But more so, what I'm saying is the song by Prince is specifically mentioned in one of my novels. So if you guess correctly which one it is, then you'll get this lovely goodie basket here, or box, I should say. So, yeah.
Well, my question was, it's more like not a question, but tell the listeners in case they're brand new to this, because I invited my homie G Fries to come watch.
Okay.
So they may or may not know about you. Most of them do, but just in the case, what is your social media?
Oh, yes, thank you. Okay. So that funny spelling that I was telling y'all about my website is kind of translates into my social media too. So on Instagram, I'm not really on Snapchat that much, but Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter is all the same. It's Peauxetic, and it's spelled Peauxetic. So again, that's Peauxetic. On Facebook, I have a Poetic Expressions page, and then my regular Carlos Harlow page, my main page, and then my website is poeticexpressions.com, and that's again Peauxetic, expressions, all is one word. .com. So I have all of my books on there. I do blogging. I do like music video reviews or music reviews, drink reviews. I do those on Thursdays. So like drinks that I've
Really?
tried. Yeah, I'll review them, especially if they're good. I really don't do bad drinks, but if it's something I really like, then I'll do a review.
I would like to be a guest on your drink review.
Oh, yes, we need to do one. Okay, yeah, for real. Let's do one. Yes, we definitely need to do
Yes,
that.
because I wanted
Yeah.
to do it for Wednesdays. I didn't know you did the drink reviews.
Yeah, it's called Thirsty Thursday. So that's usually when I will post them is on Thursdays. Yeah, and then my publishing company. So for those that don't know, I'm also a publisher, 7 Time Publishing. And yeah, I have all of those books on there for the authors that I published, as well as all of my books as well.
Oh, yes. So Poetic Expressions.
Yes.
So this is your 10th year, correct? That's what we're celebrating, your 10 years
Yes.
for Poetic
Yeah, 10 years of poetry, and really 10 years of professional writing too for me, because Blur Vision was my first poetry book, but it was also my first book overall. So it's my first book. Oh, and just clarification, somebody asked this question. So the answer, got a winner.
We have a winner.
Yes, the answer is, let me make sure, because I want to make sure I'm being fair. I'm going to check everything before I say who this person is. Let me check the rest of them too, because I don't want to be like, oh no, I had the right answer too. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You don't want no drama.
Right.
You'll
Don't.
have to have another,
No. Okay. Oh, this is really funny, because the person that guessed this correctly, I'm sorry, I'm just making sure. Okay, so the person that guessed this correctly, they actually won something else that I did last week too.
Oh,
Yeah, so
they're on it.
Yeah. So one thing I'll say this too before I announce this person that won. So even though the book that I was saying that I'm writing now, it's not going to come out until 2022 probably, but I'm writing it now, and it's kind of hard to see because, especially on the printed book, you probably kind of have to hold it up to the light on the Cataracts cover on the back to see it, but there's a vision chart on the back of the book, but it's like real faint. And so it spells out the name of the other book that I'm working on.
I see it.
Can you see it? Yeah.
Yes.
So
that's so cool.
I did a contest earlier this week, and basically it was like the first people to decode it would be featured characters in that book, because I'm still in the writing process.
I saw that. Yes.
So the people that won that were and I hope I'm not butchering his name, Durant Cersei. I think I said his last name right. If I didn't, forgive me, because I hate messing up people's names. But he's one of the people that won that contest for the character, and then the other person is Sherry Thompson.
Okay.
So there'll be characters using their real names.
Oh, you're gonna, and that's what I was gonna say. Are you gonna change their names?
No, I mean, as long as they're cool with it, yeah. I'll do a character, and it'll kind of be based on their personality. So I'll kind of like ask like certain questions to kind of get to know more about them, and then put that in the book too.
How cool!
So it'll kind of be like they have like ownership in the book too, as far as the characters. But
that's a great honor. The
person that won is Durant Cersei. He was the first person to get it right. So the name of the book where I mentioned that song is When the Cookie Crumbles.
When the Cookie Crumbles.
Yes. So congratulations, Durant. Yeah, you
congrats. Wow. Yay.
Yes.
Go Durant. Go
Yes.
Durant. Go Durant. Lucky him.
Yeah, so he won that, and then so I guess we'll go into
Durant
what?
won.
Oh, yes.
Oh, are we doing that now?
Yeah. We can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have something that we want to remind you. We're still going. We got about another maybe 25 minutes or so, but just a quick little pause to remind you to stay safe in these COVID streets, because it is still going on. So make sure you're safe, wear your mask, all that stuff, get tested. I did one like 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't that bad. I did it myself.
Really?
In the CVS drive-through. It was pretty easy. It wasn't as bad as I've heard, like some people where they go like way up your nose and all that. Yeah. It wasn't too bad. So yeah. But yeah, we'll be right back, and this time I will not say a couple minutes. It will like literally be a minute. So
it will be 1 minute and 2 seconds.
Yes.
We can mask if we want to. We can leave your friends behind, cause your friends don't mask, and if they don't mask, well, they're no friends of mine. Say, wear a mask, everything's out of control. Wear a mask, we're doing it from here to France. Let's safety mask, yes, safety mask. Let's safety mask. Let's safety mask. Just safety mask. Let's safety mask. Let's safety mask.
Did you feel? All right. We are back. So we told you it was going to be a very quick break. So tell us a little bit about this video, Robi. How did that come into play? It definitely will remind you to wear your mask.
Yes, it's called Safety Mask, based on Safety Dance from the 80s.
Okay. Nice. I love it.
And so I was singing it for like 2 months before we did the video. I just was like, safety mask, walking around the house. And then Joe, my husband, I was like, I want to make a video. And I kept saying, he's like, we'll make the video. And I was like, okay, I'm going to make the video, you know.
I'm gonna do
So
it.
I got my Aquarian brothers and sisters together, and,
Nice.
and we're called Aquarians with hats
Oh,
because they're called men without hats. So we were like trying to
Aquarians
get,
with
or I
hats.
was trying to give as much dedication to the original group.
Yeah. I like
And yeah, and so thank you. And so we just did it, and we went around how you were saying earlier, how some of your artists don't understand where you're coming from. Like, shout out to Time Warp Studios. When we were filming, I was like, okay, so I wanted to, you know, film this, and we're going to do this. And he's like, I do not know what's going on. And I was like, it's like, it will all make sense
Right.
when it's
But
over.
I can respect that because to me it's the worst when you're working with somebody and they go along with it, acting like they know your concept, and then when you get the finished product, it's like you clearly didn't know what I was talking about. 'Cause this is nothing what I thought. So, you know,
Yeah.
that's really, I commend him.
Oh, yes, yes,
for,
yes.
What's his name again?
His name is Marcellus Suber, and
Marcellus.
I like to use him for a lot of videos.
Yeah.
And in the future, we're going to do more projects this year. And he's also an awesome photographer. He does videos, film. Y'all can find him, Super Studios,
I might be reaching out
SUBER.
to you for some videos.
He will do good. Like, his work is really awesome, as you can see.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
because as he said, I do not know what's going on. but we did it, so it's kind of like a PSA, I guess, like
For
to remind
masks.
you to wear your mask.
Right.
Because hey, today I was almost out the door and I said, get your mask, get
Yeah,
your. I
right,
had to
right,
go back
yeah,
and get
go
it.
back
You
in
know,
and get it,
you
yeah.
have to, like, if you
That's
can
true.
sing that to yourself, you
Then you
know, you
remember.
can remember.
That's true.
Yes, but I keep some in the glove compartment just in case I forget. Because I mean, if
That's
if-
good, yeah.
yeah, because
I
if
keep
I
them
don't
in
go
my car, too.
outside, yeah, if I
Yeah.
don't go outside for days, I'll forget because
Mhm.
I've been in the house. So
Yeah.
thank you for showing that.
Yes, of course,
That's awesome.
You are welcome.
yes. So we want to get back to you about the Seventh Sign Publishing, the future projects that you have.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
what else are you going to be doing?
Yeah. Okay. So future projects, or future things. So I'm also in the works of doing some masks as well. So again, shout out to Divine Personalities, Corey Wilson. He designed this mask. So the masks aren't printed yet, but basically this is the design. And so again, great example of somebody who gets the ideas that you give them. Because I told him, I was like, I want the word look to be kind of like the text on cataracts, like that kind of blurred look, and then the rest of it to be like more of a simple text or standard text. So those are coming soon. Yeah, definitely.
I'll
really soon.
I'll do a mask giveaway when they're
cool.
ready.
Okay,
Let me
yes,
know,
yes.
and
Okay,
I'll
yeah, we'll do
I'll
that. Thank you.
get a mask and do a giveaway.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, so y'all be
Hey.
on the lookout.
That's right.
Yes, that would be awesome. Yes.
And Durant, I'm gonna just move your box.
Durant, can I
Right
get
here.
a piece of that sweet potato pie?
With old Domino in the background. But yes. But yeah, so those masks are coming, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, they are coming very soon.
Yes. Okay. And then, so 2020, crazy year.
Yeah.
And you and I, you know, we talk on the phone sometimes.
Yeah.
And what were we doing last year? Giving up.
Yeah, that's funny because we hadn't even talked in a while. And we both, it's crazy that we both had those same thoughts.
Yes,
yeah.
we did.
Mhm.
We were
Yeah,
like,
we did.
I was like, screw this
Yeah,
show
me too.
business
Me too.
stuff.
Same here. Me too.
But we can't help it.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
think.
just in us to do
Yes,
that.
yes. So, like, what made you decide to keep going?
Yeah. Okay. Well, so just to clarify, I've never thought of giving up writing my own books because I do enjoy that. And now I don't even say I try not to say I'm going to take a break because I feel like I just jinx myself and then I get another idea, and it's like, oh, then I'm starting to write a new book. So that I feel like will always be, as long as the ideas come, then I'll continue to write. But as far as the publishing, whew, I was ready to throw in the towel on that for real, because I was going to switch it to just a consulting type model where people could come and maybe I'll do like a free consultation, and then maybe if they have like other questions, then they'd have to pay or something for that. But at the beginning of this year and prior to 2020, I was considering stopping my publishing company, which is funny thing is this is the 7th year. So the turnaround came on the 7th year, and it's called Seven Sign Publishing. So I was like, it's kind of creepy, but so, but yeah, I thought about, not doing it, because I think what the thing that people don't realize is, books now, the market is extremely saturated because anybody can put a book out now. If you have the money to do it, the means to do it, you can upload your own books to Amazon. It just makes it so much easier to do. But with that, it's harder to filter through a lot of the noise. It's harder to see like who's really serious. So prior to this year, my regular cadence would kind of be, I would meet with 10 people, and I'm just throwing that number out there, but this is very real of how it would happen. Of those 10, 3 of those people were probably serious about doing a book. One of those people was serious, but they were nowhere near finishing the book. And then one of those people didn't have the money to move forward, and one person would be ready to go. So it's basically for every 10 people that you've invested time with, talked to, answered questions. And I work a full-time job, for those that don't know, so I don't do this full-time. So I have to make sure that my time is like really strategic. So I just thought, this is too much work. I can just do my own books and stuff. But this year was like a really big turnaround, and it kind of started actually right when the pandemic hit. So this year, I either started or published or had a hand in publishing several books by various authors, actually 5, one of which is coming out next month. But I do want to shout out all of those authors here quickly. So Jaleesa Bonds, her book is called Through the Eyes of a Child, Breast Cancer. And all of these books, too, just to remind everyone, they are available either on my website or on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. And Tiffany James, The Battle on My Shoulders, Odell Doucette, Walk With Me, Jerron Ramsey, Landlording, The Stepping Stone to Financial Freedom. His book actually just came out on the 1st, and he had a really nice book signing, like an in-person book signing that I went to last night. So it was really cool. And then Erica Shelton, her book is called Men Over Me. It's not out yet, but it will be out next month. So look for that around the Valentine's Day time frame. So yeah, it was a big turnaround. So when all that happened, I thought, okay, well, maybe it's not time for me to get this up just yet.
No, because I remember speaking with you, I'm like, no, Carlos,
Yeah.
no.
I do remember you saying that too.
So I was
Yep.
like, no. And last year I was, doing my radio show with the After Party Radio, and I ended it in February. The last
right
Wednesday in
before
February,
the
and it was my
pandemic, too.
7th year anniversary, also. And isn't that
Wow,
crazy?
that's great.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
That's true. We did talk about that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was both
And-
7.
And
yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna take a break. I'm just gonna. I didn't say I'm gonna quit, because I know me. I may change my mind, but I was like, I'm gonna take a break, and it's even on my website. I'm on break. you
Just so you know.
have filled
Yeah.
in for me the takeover show.
Oh yeah, I used to love doing. Let
Yes.
me tell y'all. Okay, I don't mean to cut off your story, but
No, it's all good.
I would like put a book out, and I'd be like, because I didn't know what your schedule was, so I would be so nervous. I would call her like 2 weeks before I would want to do it, because I would just pop up with the idea in my head. And I'd be like, hey, Robi, can I do a takeover show? And she would be like, yes, please.
Yes, yes, you
She was
can.
so excited for me to do the takeovers.
Because that means I get a break.
Right. And then some points you would kind of like reach out to me and be like, do you have something? And I'd be like, no, I don't. Everything
you
is
wanna do
done.
a show?
Right.
Hey, like, and it's like, it didn't, to me, I was like, hey, that's advertising for you.
Yeah.
I'm not like asking you to give money or anything.
Yeah,
I'm
which
going
was
to
very
pay
nice.
for
And
it.
thank you.
Yeah. Oh,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
I appreciate that.
Oh, no.
'Cause you were one of the first, really, as far as like regular spots, as far as like doing interviews and getting to promote my books. And so thank you for that. Because the first one I did was like 5 years ago. And I didn't have the following with readers that I have now. So, you really helped me grow that to that
thank
point. So I
you.
appreciate it.
Oh,
Yes.
you're welcome. Oh, look, see, I'm helpful. No.
Yes. You are.
No, but I appreciate it when like you would do it and
Yeah. it
and
was
like
fun.
or if I had to go out of town, like it's like I want the content to keep going and be fresh.
Right.
But I'm not available, or I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I just was not in the mood, hormones. like I'm not dealing with this today. I can't, So that's my crazy. But
Nice.
but yes, I was like, no, Carlos, you can't, because it's like, come on, Dallas.
Yeah, she helped
what?
talk
Yes.
me off the ledge on that.
Yes,
So
I did.
I appreciate that.
I will.
Yes.
Look, oh, Carlos.
Yes, I know,
Don't
right?
do
Gotta
it,
take
no?
another sip to that.
Cheers to
Yes,
Carlos.
don't.
Yay.
You
I'm
too.
just so glad you're keeping it going. Yes, because I need to add a book to my resume.
Yes. Yeah, for real. Hey, let's make it happen.
Hey,
Yeah.
the dreams I have, maybe I'll
good.
tell you about the dreams I have, and you can
Turn 'em
turn it
into a
into
book,
something.
okay.
Because I'm not a writer, but I do want to do a book, but another type of book. But
Okay.
But
Nice.
I have some psycho crazy dreams. I don't know, and I don't
Yeah, I
know
do too
why.
sometimes. Yeah.
I'm like,
Like, where is this coming
why? Yeah,
Right.
it's supposed like I feel like dreams are a part of like what you're doing, what
Mm-hmm.
you're thinking. But also, I learned a long time ago. I sleep with the TV on. You can hear what's going
Oh,
on,
yeah, your
and it
mind,
goes into
like,
your dream.
processes that.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So you never know.
That's true.
But I got some horror stories for you.
Oh, yeah, let me know. I always said I wanted to get into the horror genre,
Oh.
so hey, this could be it. Maybe
I
this
got
is how we
you.
can make this
Uh-huh.
happen.
And Kat, we can do it together.
Yes.
Super psycho.
I was just thinking. I haven't had a TV in like 8 years. What's my excuse?
Oh, because you have the bad dreams even without the TV. Yeah, I do too sometimes.
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
we got a real psycho. Like, I just playing, Kat, I just playing. Oh, no. Well, that's cool. Like, all of your people, they sound good, and I like the titles. I'm really curious about Men Over Me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'll give you a little bit about that book. So, I don't know how much she's gonna want me to tell.
Don't
but,
tell a lot, just like that much.
So it's a true. I'll say it's a true story. It's a true story, and it's the cool thing that I really like about this book is each of the chapters is named after a person. Now she used alias names, so it's not the people's real names, but how these people impacted her life. So I'll just say that. And
That's clever.
basically it's like how she was putting other people, I guess, like over herself. So it's a perfect Valentine's Day book in the sense of it's not like a lovey-dovey story, nothing like that, but more so like self-love.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
and that's what we need.
Mhm.
Like
That's true.
everyone
That's what it
said it
starts with.
last year. Oh, self-love, self-love. And I think it's even more important
Yeah,
this year.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really practice it, but I'm gonna try to practice.
Yeah.
See, like I mean, I'm gonna
Right.
try.
Right, you're gonna try it. It's hard to do sometimes.
It's
yeah.
very hard
Yeah,
to
it
do,
is.
and when people don't understand that you need time,
Mm-hmm.
and you're trying to be there for them, and you may want to break down, but you're trying to be there for
You're strong
someone.
for everybody else.
Yeah, and then you break down. Then what? Now everybody's mad at you.
Right. Right.
But okay, so I just said I have to start telling people I'm having a moment. I can't do it. I'm there for you, but I can't be there for you sometimes.
Right.
And a true friend will not leave you because of that. I feel
True.
that
I agree.
way.
They won't.
Right? If you're
Yeah.
going through a moment, you're going through a moment.
Yeah, your true friends understand, and they're gonna be there. And I always say too, like really good friends, you don't have to talk every day,
You don't.
but when you do talk, it's just like you just pick up right where you
Right.
left off, just like you were talking every day, or you just talked yesterday. Or,
Yes.
Yeah.
I reconnected with a friend of mine. We were best friends. Like, I was in the 5th grade. She was in the 6th grade. She moved away. We lost touch. We found each other again, like, as we were like young adults, early 20s. And then
Nice.
it's been 25 years.
Whoa.
And we found each other this summer. And it was like nothing. Like
you just
nothing.
pick right. Yeah, that's cool.
Like,
Wow.
what? 25 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's so good. And so we're like, blah, 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 you know. So we're like just
Chatting it up now.
Yeah, chatting it up, having fun. So yeah, I feel that way. Yes.
Nice.
So I see this point.
Oh yes. So I'll tell. Now
I'm
I don't
not-
have the masks just
I'm not
yet.
saying
but,
saying anything.
You can. So I
No, you said.
Okay. So I usually don't give away stuff this early, but so how I mentioned that there's a kind of decoded message, or the title for the other book that I'm working on is on the back of the Cataracts book. So if y'all have it at home, you probably have to like hold it up to the light bulb to see it, because it's kind of dark. But if you hold it up to the light, you'll kind of be able to like faintly see it. So the book is going to be called Trigger Point, but it's Pointe. Now it's not a true story, but I will say it is based very loosely on some things that I went through. I'd say maybe like a couple years ago. And it's basically about this guy that he goes through all of these different setbacks in life, and he kind of turns to illegal ways to make money. So let me put this disclaimer out there.
I was like,
I'm
what,
not,
Carlos?
that's not my story. But basically, this book, I kind of like live a little bit vicariously through this character, because I had some moments where I was like, I could try this, or I could try, when it was, really hard times. I thought about it, but, I never did anything like that. But I think we all think about things like that at times. So that book is coming, and there's going to be, I can't say what it is yet because I haven't fully committed to this idea, but you will hear about something else that's non-book related with the same title, Trigger Point, that's going to be coming maybe this year. Maybe. But yeah. It's going to kind of go with the book, but it's not part of the book, if that makes sense. So I better shut up, because I'll probably give away if I keep talking. But Trigger, right. But Trigger Point, yeah, make sure y'all look out for that. That will be coming soon.
I like that name.
Later, but
Like,
thank you.
oh, you're welcome. Can I direct one of your little? I don't want to say little me. I'm saying little for me. Can I direct a video?
Yeah.
For you?
Hey, yeah.
Like a
Let's make it
promo
happen.
video?
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yes, we definitely need to make that happen.
We'll get Kat to help us with some of her psycho thoughts too.
Right. And pull it all together.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I know, right? That would be.
Yes.
I love
So that is so cool. So, did we talk about why you wanted to release both of the books at once?
Oh, okay. I don't think we did.
I don't think we did.
So for those that don't know, and if you tuned in, or if you saw the post in the Facebook event, and I also posted this like on my Facebook and Twitter page, in the video, I mentioned there's this statistic, or it's basically like a bit of information about what today is. So for those that don't know, today is the official release date. It just happened to fall on the weekend for both of my books, for Cataracts and for A Swipe in the Wrong Direction. At first, A Swipe in the Wrong Direction was going to come out by itself, but then I thought, 2020 has been so unconventional anyway, like let's just put them together for a bundle. So I decided to just put them together and sell them both at once. But I don't know if you all know this. I didn't know, especially with me not being in the loop on online dating. But apparently the first Sunday of every new year is the biggest sign-up day for online dating sites. And it's like every year, without fail, apparently this is the biggest day. So I thought, okay, wow, this is the perfect day to especially release A Swipe in the Wrong Direction because, it falls in line with that.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you just signed up on a dating site today, then, hey, you part of the statistic. Yeah, don't put yourself out there and say, it's me, but just saying.
Baby, this is me. Do y'all know that song? It's "Oh" by Dream.
I remember that. Yep.
I love that song. I play it like once a month. And I dance around like I'm in the 90s all through the house.
I love it.
And I do the rap part and everything. So I thought this would be like kind of cool. I don't know.
Okay.
So, what am I looking at? The 5 best dating apps in 2021.
Oh, okay. Y'all listen up.
Consumer-rankings.com.
Okay.
Okay, so number 1 is Zoosk. Have you heard of that? Zoosk. Never.
Zook or
Zeus. Zoosk, I guess.
I'm so
See, look.
behind the times on these things.
Oh, I had to Google
I've
it.
never
I
heard
don't
of that.
just know it. Okay.
Y'all on Zoosk?
Yes. So their rating, they give a 9.9 over 10. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2,
Okay.
oh wait, and that's the most popular choice. Close that. Okay, number 2, meaningful connections, eHarmony, 9.8 over 10.
Wait,
They're-
eHarmony is still in the top? I thought eHarmony was
yeah.
like kind of thing of the past, but it's still.
No, I
eHarmony's
think,
still kicking.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
I love their commercial. My dress is too pink. I'm too hot.
Oh,
I'm
yeah. I've seen that too. Yeah.
I love that commercial. It's so funny. Okay. Okay. Number 3, mature dating. Elite singles. 9.7 over 10. Number 4, singles over 50.
Oh.
Silver singles. 9.7 over 10.
So is that like saying there's a trend of older people, I guess, getting
Yeah,
involved in online dating?
yeah, because a lot of kids like hook their parents up and put them online.
true.
I've seen it on talk shows and everything. And number 5, most compatible matches, Match with the heart, 9.6 over 10. And an honorable mention, Christian Mingle, 9.4 over 10. I don't know why they gave, their ratings, but that's what it is. And it also says 17% of couples married in the last 3 years, or 1 in 6, met each other on an online dating site. 1 out of 5 single people have dated someone they met on a dating website.
Really?
In the last year, more than twice as many marriages occurred between people who met on an online dating site than met in bars, at clubs, or any other social events combined.
Well.
Approximately twice as many recently married couples met on Match.com than the site that ranked second. So there y'all go. Just some little information.
Nice.
I thought that would be nice to share with
like
everyone.
that.
What do you think? Yeah. Carlos, I think we should put you on there just to see. I mean, for your book research.
Yeah, hey, true. Maybe for that, yeah.
Let's
Just put
do
me on
it.
there for-
Let's
okay.
do it. And then you can follow up.
I could do an alias or something where it's not my real face.
It has to be your real face.
True. I guess, yeah.
Okay, put some hair on.
Yeah.
Oh, wear a hat.
Yeah, that's a
and
good
then
idea.
you're
And
not.
some
And then
glasses.
you're not lying.
Yeah.
Yes.
And a hoodie.
Yeah. A hoodie. They're gonna think you're a gangster.
Right. Let's scratch the hoodie.
Okay. Well, I think that would be fun research just to see.
Yeah.
Why not? Since I'm married and you're not. Now, if I were single, I'd do it
And you
too.
would do it too.
Yeah. But
Okay, that's fair.
Seeing as I'm married, you have to do it.
See, I feel like you got out of this easy.
It would be interesting. And then we can
Yeah,
do
that it
another
would be.
show.
Yeah, true. About
Yeah.
my adventures of online dating.
Yes. Let's do it.
Mm.
Like, fun things come over Shannon.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
Yes. So, now, is there anything else like we should cover real fast? Because our time's about
I know.
up.
It's time to go.
It-
It went by so fast.
It did.
Yeah.
Like,
a great
we can
time.
talk another hour.
Yes, right. But yeah, no, it's been. I mean, just thank everybody for tuning in, for watching. Thank everyone for the support. I've been doing this now for technically 9 years, but going into 10 years. So really appreciate it. And one thing that I always aim for, and I'm really, really grateful for all of the support, and even the new readers. And that's one thing I aim for with each book is to try to get new readers. So like people like Durant, Sherry, Dave, and then some other people that have gotten my books for the first time. That's really cool to me because it's like, okay, now it's like a different audience that I'm being exposed to. So yeah, just thank everybody for the support. I'll be continuing to do things. No more books from me this year. This is enough. Promoting these. Now I may start a pre-sale maybe before the end of the year for one of my books. I kind of lied. Okay, so I did do an audio book. I will be releasing my first audio book this summer. So I did an audio version of my book 11 Things We Never Said.
Are you actually speaking?
Yeah, I am. And the only reason why I decided to record it myself is because that book over any others is the most personal book I've ever written. So I feel like, okay, it had to be me to say it. And I do want to give a quick shout out to Lisa Bradley because she actually picked up that book she's a college professor. So she added that book to her curriculum. So that was a first for me. So that's been really, really cool. And I've gotten a chance to talk to some of her students, see what they think. And they've been able to give me like feedback and questions about the book. Some of them made like end of the year presentations about what they learned from the book, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. So it was really, really cool to see that. So again, shout out to her. Very appreciative of that because she could have chosen so many other books to include in her curriculum, but she chose that one. So yeah, that'll be my first audio book coming. And yeah, other than that, just publishing and still writing in the meantime. Yeah.
Yes. I just feel like
you?
a book will come out. I don't know. You write books like
I can't say what that thing is, but now I will. There's something that I'm launching for Trigger Point. So like I said, it's not necessarily book related, but that probably will be coming this year. But it's going to lead into the release. But it's not a book, but it's something I've never done. So it'll be something new. We'll see how it goes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We like new. I'm going to do just projects here and there.
Okay.
Word on the street is that I'll be here maybe once a month. I don't know. In the future, I don't know.
For an ADD show or for
Yes, for ADD
What?
show. That's what I had
That's what
heard.
you heard. Okay.
But
Yeah.
I don't know that to be true.
Yeah, I might need to check in with you
Yeah,
in a
check
couple
in.
weeks to see if that rumor is
yeah,
true.
because
okay.
you know how I am.
Yeah. Word on the street.
Yeah, word on the street.
Yeah, but see, now that you told me, I'm gonna be bugging you about it. I'm be like, hey, you said the word on the street was.
Dang it! No.
I'm that friend. Can't tell me anything you want to work on because I will bug you about it.
No, that's a good friend to have. Like sometimes you need to be pushed.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Yeah.
it's good to have friends that push you.
Yeah.
Because if you're like how I told you, don't give up because you're so excellent at it.
Thank
It's
you.
like, no, we need you.
Like, don't do it.
Yeah. Look at all the people. We need you. Jaleesa, like from a different world.
Oh, I know, right?
Tiffany.
Yeah.
Odell, Jeraine, and Erica. Jerron, I'm sorry if I said it wrong. So, yes, so we need you, Carlos Harlow.
Thank you.
I used to, like when I first started doing stuff with you and I wanted to use your name as a hashtag, I had to make myself, I sat there, HARLEAUX like so I know it now. It actually pops up in my phone.
Oh, really?
If I type in Carlos, your
And now
name
you can
pops
see
up.
it.
Yeah. I'm like, how do you know I don't know another Carlos phone? But but yeah, so that's probably that's what I'm gonna do this year and keep doing some projects. I wanna I do like directing.
Nice. Okay.
It's all you saw Christmas in July.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
all
yeah.
crazy and
And I like
scattered
it. Yeah,
seeming.
but it's different. I like
But
that.
when it comes together, it's like, okay, it works. So I want to try my hand at that a little more this year.
Nice.
Why not?
Yes. Hey,
Yeah,
why not?
I could be doing worse things, like
True.
drinking Jack Daniels.
Instead of the champagne, right?
Yes, this is good.
Hardcore.
Yes, I am hardcore, y'all.
Oh yeah, you remember when? Just quickly, when we were the brown liquor when I was drinking everybody's shots.
When you were
Because-
drinking everything?
Yeah, because they didn't want the shots, and I was like, why
Oh,
don't y'all-
yeah.
yeah, and I had my shot, and then I had theirs. Yeah, it was bad.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I wasn't like, I
Yeah.
was good. I
he
held
was
my own.
good.
But
yeah.
I was like the shot guy. I was like,
Yes.
okay, you pass him to Carlos. So I'm like,
'Cause-
all right.
Because you were hanging with the shot girl.
Yes. So we had a good time.
Wasted Wednesdays, thirsty Thursdays.
Hey,
Yes.
that's right.
Hey,
yeah.
That's what we'll do.
But yeah, I enjoyed. Oh, and just the other real quick shout outs. I definitely want to give a shout out to my parents. They definitely supported me
I love your mom.
all the way. Oh, thank you.
Hi,
Thank
Mom.
you. She loves you too.
I'm all in the camera wrong.
Yeah. So, funny thing that a lot of people don't know. So, my first book, I guess, was kind of sort of. I did like a little tester book, and she had bound it for me, like sold it at Thanksgiving. So that was like my first book sale, but it wasn't like published then. So we changed the name instead of Blurred Vision, it was called Corrective Vision.
Oh, blurred sounds better. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was kind of like a play on that. So that was kind of like my first unofficial book, I guess you could say. So yeah, just thanks to everybody who supported over the years. People that know me, and I think I've told you this too, like sometimes it's weird for me to put out another book because I kind of feel like, dang, I don't want people to think, here he comes with another book. Like, but I've kind of grown out of that recently, but it's, I appreciate, people, especially that have like several of my books, because that's something I don't take for granted. So
I have a lot.
yes, you do.
Yes,
You have
I
like
do.
all of them, I think.
Yeah. I don't have all of them, but I have at least
Quite a bit.
half.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, at
and,
least half,
And
probably
I
more than
said,
that.
I'll just have a Carlos Harlow section.
In your bookshelf, right?
And I never showed you when I was reading Fortune Cookie on the plane, and I took a picture. It was some years ago,
Uh-huh.
and I was like posing. I told you, take a picture of me reading on the plane.
Right.
And of course, I never posted it, but
Oh, that's
I have
funny.
a picture. I'm
Really?
gonna have to do a throwback. Yeah.
If you have it, yes, send it to
I
me.
do have it. I have it. It's probably in this phone. Yeah.
I love it. That's cool. Oh, and Fortune Cookie, so a lot of people don't know this either. So for Fortune Cookie, I had no intentions of doing a novel at all. I didn't. I was like, I'll just stick to poetry. I like poetry. That's it. And John, who's on, Brown Liquor with me, we're both on there together, John Patrick Adams, he was the one that said, you should do a novel. I was like, novel? What? But like your best friends tell you stuff and you kind of think, okay, well maybe, I just kind of brushed it off. And literally like 2 weeks after that, I had a dream about the title for Fortune Cookie, the whole idea, everything. And so it kind of started from that. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Y'all make sure y'all check out his new song, He Reigns. Download that.
Okay.
It just came out on the 1st. So.
And y'all see him playing. He's one of the wise elves, and he's the one playing the piano on an ADD Christmas in July with Monet.
He was perfect for that because I cannot play. I would have been up there banging on little random keys.
Like he's legit for real. Like, and he's really good and talented. Yes, and he also has a book about dating.
Yeah, he does.
Yes.
Yeah, How to Win the Dating Game. So that's available on my site too. His first book, Naked, and. Yeah, he has 2 books that were published by me, Shirley Thomas, and then Jay Gibson has 2 books that I published as well.
You have a kid's book also,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, Charlotte Washington. Yeah, she has a kid's book that I published. KK Holmes has a book. I hate naming people's names without on paper because I feel like I'm going to forget somebody.
But if I do, all the time.
It is blame it on my mind and not my heart. But you see the whole list when you go to my website. You go to the shop and you'll see everybody that I published is there.
Yes. This is so fun.
Thank you.
Thanks
again for doing it.
Like we're like, thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. So you should end the show.
Okay. All right. Well, so that's it. That's a wrap. Thanks for everybody for tuning in and hanging in here with us. For those of you who ordered, I will sift through and see who the winner is of the T-shirts. Be on the lookout for the masks. Those will be coming soon, so I'll be posting about that as soon as I have those ready to sell. So look out for that. And that's it. Any projects you have coming up or anything?
I'm just promoting Safety Mask right now. You can find it on YouTube at ITSTHEADD show. It's the ADD show. Cool. The word "it's" is actually in it. So at ITS the ADD show on YouTube, and I'm also on social media under that URL. Yeah, at name, I should say.
Nice.
Yes.
All
this
right.
is awesome.
Yes.
I think we should do this again.
I know, right?
When you have your audiobook.
Right. Oh, hey, that would be cool. Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah, it would. Yes. Thank you, Kat.
Yes. Thanks, Kat. Oh, and shout out. Final shout out to Dallas on Air, who I found through Robi, because I called her. I was like freaking out. I was like, I want to do this online or virtual book event, but I don't know how to do it. And I kind of want it to be live, but live stuff messes up a lot, so maybe I shouldn't. And then I don't even think I got the sentence out, and you were like, Dallas on Air. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. I saw the video, and I was like, yes, let's go. So
I called her one day. I was like, dude, can I put a bunch of hams and turkeys in your fridge? And she was like, no, I got a lot in here, but actually I got this cool guy calling you. His name is Carlos. And I was like, awesome.
Yes, I'll find a way. Like if I can't solve the problem, if I think I know how, I'll let you know about it.
You did have a solution.
Yes,
you did.
I try because I'm a survivor, and I was out in the world being a crazy girl, and so I have a lot of out-the-box survival methods.
I love it.
Well, thank you, Robi. Thank you, Carlos. It was awesome. Can't wait to find out who that winner was. I'm sad that I didn't win that package either.
I know, right? Yeah.
We need to go back.
We were kind of secretly hoping nobody would get it. So
when you said we could split it in here,
yeah, I know, right? Hey, right.
Yes. Durant, what's up?
Durant,
can we get some popcorn or what?
Right. Oh yes, everybody have a good night and happy New Year again. And hey, we are out. Cheers.
Cheers.